Walk into almost any NFL team store and you'll notice something right away. Not that the merch is bad, it just feels familiar. Same concepts, same placements, same safe energy. It seems like the NFL has been playing it safe, right? The interesting part is what that safety actually costs. Now, this isn't a roast or a critique. I just happen to be really obsessed with sports marketing. As of late, I've been concepting alternative merch systems for teams like the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Bills. Not to replace what exists, but to pressure test it. This video is about trade-offs, not taste. Now, the NFL is one of the most powerful brands in the world. We know that. When you operate at that scale, safety isn't laziness, it's just structure. You got licensing, retail partners, inventory risk, and brand governance. I spent most of my creative marketing career working between creative and performance on brands like Starbucks, Bacardi, you name it, where every creative decision eventually answers to scale and sales. So I tend to notice when something is strategically safe, not just visually safe. So this all clicked when I started to post some stuff purely as an exercise. I had 24 followers on TikTok and I just figured, you know what? I'm just gonna concept something at the time was for the Seattle Kraken. Right before going to the gym, I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna post this. If something happens, doesn't matter. And then when I got back, I kind of went mini viral. And by mini viral, I'm talking about 30 likes. But again, I only had 24 followers, so that was a huge step up. One thing that I felt that was super liberating was there was no approvals, no production, and just no fear. I was just asking myself, if this wasn't constrained, what could it look like? That's where the Eagles, Niners, and Bills concepts came from. More on that in a bit. Here's the pattern. Most NFL merch follows one core rule. Don't alienate anyone. Well, maybe just keep it simple too, but you get the idea. When that's the rule, the output is predictable. It works for everyone, which means it deeply resonates with almost no one. But fans aren't neutral. Eagles fans aren't polite, Bills fans aren't understated, and Niners fans are definitely not generic. These are identity-driven communities. So the real cost of playing it safe isn't lost sales. It's just lost swagger, distinctiveness, uniqueness. I could go down the list. You lose cultural sharpness, drop moments that feel earned, and merch that functions like a badge, not a souvenir. And over time, you train fans to expect nothing surprising. Safety protects the brand, but it quietly stifles its emotional ceiling. So when I concepted the Eagles, Niners, and Bills pieces, I didn't try to make them universal. I leaned into mood, texture, subculture, and city energy. This is why I came up with the City Lights concept. Because every fan is not only happy for their team's accomplishments, but their city too, am I right? Couple this with a very simple stylized technique such as cross-hatching, and you've got yourself a unique look happening. So for the Eagles, I kept it authentic with that newer green as well as that Kelly green for the hats. Now, to make it really familiar, I had to put in a crosshatch cityscape of Philly just to give it that personalized feel. In the back, I just had to really make it special by adding a custom design of the famous Go Birds chant. Who knows, maybe one of these days I'll make this into a patch. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. For the Bills, same idea throughout for the hoodie for that crosshatch feel, but in the back, I had to make an ode to the rabid and super passionate Bills Mafia, all by bringing back that old logo as a silhouette. For the Niners, the colors definitely speak for themselves, but I knew the Niner gang would react well to this one. And yes, I had to keep the San Francisco cityscape intact for that crosshatch style for the front part of this hoodie. To round it off, I just had to take some of the same elements and put it on a hat with the city lights and all around the hat. Just keeping the drip alive. In my mind, NFL merch doesn't lack quality. It just lacks permission. Permission to be cool, to be different or unique sometimes. One thing that it doesn't lack is the permission to play it safe. Now, I totally understand. People really would love to have simplicity and security, the whole thing. I get it. Honestly, sometimes I might even fall into that category. I really do love stuff that is just simple. However, these days, we kind of live in a time of, everything needs to be kind of rushed through just to get those sales, right? We totally get that. So sometimes some teams, they're just like, hey, let's just slap a logo on this and call it a day. While this approach may be suitable for some brands and teams, I'm quite certain that there's a lot of fans that want a little bit more for their money. Just a little bit more, that's all. So this isn't about fixing the NFL. No way at all. It's just about understanding trade-offs. When you optimize for safety, you gain scale, but you give up some of that edge. And in a world where fans want to feel represented, that edge matters. I'm going to keep documenting these ideas not as solutions, but as signals. Because sometimes the most interesting work isn't what ships, it's what never got the chance to exist. So thanks for watching. If you dig these kind of videos, please let me know. This is my first YouTube video and I'm actually really excited about it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of obsessed with sports creative marketing or creative marketing in general. So I hope to have a lot more of this on my channel. If you guys dig this, like and subscribe. If you guys don't want to do that, well then, I don't know. Just give me a virtual high five. Peace. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.